I was about to enter the happiest place on earth when I walked through the metal detector. Beep, beep, beep. The security guard waved me to the side with that same bored expression they all have, and I stepped out thinking this would take like 30 seconds. Can I get a female agent for a pat down? The guard called out, and a woman in blue gloves approached me. Standard stuff, I figured. My dad was right behind me in line, checking his phone for our breakfast reservation at Cinderella's castle. We'd planned this trip for 3 months, ever since Grandma died. But when her hands passed over my jacket pocket, she paused. You've got something metal in here. She reached in for what I assumed were the quarters I'd forgotten about, but her hand stopped. Her fingers were still inside my pocket, and her face changed completely. We need to do a secondary screening, she said, pulling her hand back out without showing me anything. Both of you, come with me. What? Dad stepped away from the line. What did you find? She didn't answer, just gestured toward a door marked private screening. Dad kept asking what was going on as they led us down a hallway. He hadn't even gone through the metal detector yet. I didn't answer. I couldn't, because I knew what was in my pocket, and if I told them what it really was, they'd say I couldn't do it, and I had to do it. Inside was a small room with fluorescent lights and a metal table. 2 other security officers were already waiting. The female agent finally pulled her hand out of my jacket pocket, this time all the way. She held up a small plastic baggie with white powder residue inside. My stomach dropped. Dad's face went pale. What is that? What's in the bag? One of the officers asked me directly. It's not drugs, I said. Dad's head whipped toward me. Drugs? Why would they think? He stared at the baggie, then at me, like he'd never seen me before. The supervisor leaned forward. Ma'am, we're going to need a straight answer. Where did you get this? I didn't get it anywhere. He crossed his arms. Did someone give it to you? No. Did you purchase it? No. Dad was still staring at the baggie. Then where did it come from? I stayed quiet. The supervisor stepped outside and made a call. When he came back, he said, we're calling in a K9 unit. Dad's face went white. Do you understand how serious this is? He was pacing now, running his hands through his hair. This can't be happening. 5 minutes later, a German shepherd trotted into the room with its handler. The dog sniffed the baggie on the table, walked around it, sniffed again, didn't sit. The handler frowned. That's weird. 2 police officers who'd been standing in the corner stepped forward. We need to test this, one of them said, pulling out a field test kit. No, please don't, I said. She wouldn't like that. Dad's head snapped toward me. Who is she? Is it that edgy girl you've been hanging out with in school? No, I whispered. It's Grandma. Dead silence. The officer froze mid-motion with the test kit. Dad froze. It's what? Dad whispered. Grandma's ashes. I brought some of Grandma's ashes. His face